We do begin with our forecast and the ripple effects of it today. We are seeing warnings of flash flooding in our area. Meanwhile, some flooding is already closed. Some major roadways in our area, they've been shut down. Yes,
we want to check in right away with WSAV Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Scott Roberts. Hannah Evans is also here to tag team the weather.
Yeah, we've been watching the storms developing over the past few hours. We've been talking about the threat for there being some localized flash flooding issues, and that's what came to fruition this afternoon with these strong storms moving through. Just moments ago, the severe thunderstorm warning for Chatham County and into Jasper County and portions of Effingham County has been able to expire, but we still do have the flooding concerns because of very high rainfall rates, so that flash flood warning in place until 6:30. The heaviest rain is now pulling away from Chatham County into Jasper County and into portions of Beaufort County along 278, Sun City, Cook Landing, dealing with some of that very heavy rain. Still some gusty and breezy wind expected with this as it does move to the northeast, but rainfall rates have been excessive out into the Pooler area near I-95 and Pooler Parkway. Viper radar is estimating almost 6 inches of rain falling, so that is definitely leading to some those issues around the area. Most other areas across Chatham County receiving less rain, but still those rainfall rates have been very high for us as this has been moving through the area. Do want to mention that off to the north into portions of Hampton County and into Jasper County, this area of thunderstorm activity is still severe warned until 6:30, likely producing those strong wind gusts as it does slowly push to the east at around 20 miles per hour. Frequent lightning, of course, very high rainfall rates, very similar situation to what we have been dealing with across the region. Light to moderate rainfall further to the south, but still a flood advisor in place for coastal portions of McIntosh County, Liberty County, and into Bryan County, again because of those high rainfall rates and totals from earlier in the afternoon. But some heavier rain setting up just to the east of US 17 and I-95 for right now. More of these storms are possible as we do head into the evening hours and actually for the next several days. So the saturated soil this afternoon will just make situations worse, possibly for the rest of the work week. I want to show you some video from Home Depot out in Pooler. You can see that looks like it's basically almost knee-deep water for some of those cars in the parking lot there. Poor drainage there. We can see it well up above the bumpers on some of those vans there, that red car about halfway up the wheel. So definitely some very heavy rain. I'm going to toss over to Hannah Evans, who has a more detailed look at some of the reports that we are now receiving. And so the situation on the roadways, definitely a slow go on the roadways around the area. Hannah.
Yes, Scott. So first of all, that severe thunderstorm warning that moved through Chatham County, it actually did reach 60 miles per hour wind gusts. So that was reported at the airport that we reached 60 miles per hour wind gusts in Pooler. And then speaking of that flooding that Scott was just talking about, we are still under flash flood warning in effect for the next 20 to 30 minutes, but we are seeing a lot of flooding within that area that we did see the flash flood warning. So we did see flooded vehicles on Canal Street and Park Ave right around 5:30 p.m. 2 feet of water was reported there. Tanger outlets around there in Pooler also seeing a lot of water around there. Also toward Benton Road, north of Pooler Parkway is also closed due to flooding at this point. One vehicle is stuck in water there. And then because of the severe thunderstorm warning with those 60 miles per hour wind gusts, we're also seeing some reports of downed trees, specifically on Quaco Road, and that is in Chatham County as well. So at this point, we're going to continue to keep an eye on the traffic at this hour. We are seeing multiple rounds of just very slow moving traffic. Some areas only 10 to 20 miles per hour. And a reminder to not drive through flooded roadways, turn around, don't drown, and make sure you're driving carefully on your commute home today. Ben, Tina.
Hannah, thank you. Scott, thank you as well. Developing right now a traffic nightmare in our region, not very far from a Victory Drive. In fact, one of the worst on White Bluff Road, where we are hearing reports of a car crashing into a building.
We do want to take a live look at that scene there.
Yes, and this is at White Bluff Road and Hampstead Avenue.
Oh, there we're getting the first look here. So this is what firefighters and first responders have been dealing with there. Fire trucks, police vehicles on the scene now. We clearly see the car that is severely damaged and has come to rest there right outside this building. So again, this is White Bluff and Hampstead. Traffic is being rerouted right there. So avoid this area at all costs right now. If you want to move through the south side of Savannah, of course, we'll be on this scene here in the hours to come, and we'll let you know what happened as soon as we learn it.